Last time on Ultimate Cowboy Showdown. Coy won the final Immunity Buckle Challenge.
He got that gate closed, and I just wanted to throw my hat in the air and turn around and tell them boys, that is how you pin these cattle. That is how you have a sense of urgency about this.
Jamon continued to be the target of the other competitors.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think you should go now.
Nah, man, I'm not with that. I'm not gonna be that person.
Jamon flat refused, which was smart on his part. You know, I was setting him up there, and he saw through it.
But it was Sal's lack of leadership this entire time that led to him being sent home.
You don't step out in that leadership role like I need you to and say something. Sal, I got all the respect in the world for you. I truly do, my man.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to be the ultimate cowboy.
That's all right.
But you are an incredible cowboy.
Yes, sir.
My hat's off to you.
And now, 4 cowboys remain. Who will ride on and who will be sent home in the next elimination? Only one will take home the $50,000 worth of cattle, the air-equipped 87 Series Q-Catch cattle chute, and their new Healer portable corral. Who will win the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown?
What's up, fellas?
I'm literally about to cry about Sal going home.
That was rough, dude.
It was. I know, you know, that's what it kind of gets into when it comes into this. I've seen him in the top 3 all day long.
Every day.
You know what I mean?
Really good cowboy.
Yeah.
You know, it's down to the final 4 now. Myself, Stephen Yellowtail, Coy, and Jamon. Well, I guarantee you one thing. Being that Stephen Yellowtail, I've said it all along, it's gonna come down to me and him. That's all there is to it. Whoever is that 3rd person in the finals, they're gonna be a backseat driver because me and Stephen Yellowtail, we're gonna show up and we're gonna get the job done. And you know what? Me and that guy, I cannot wait to duke it out head to head.
I tell you, me personally, I definitely see me and Stephen at the top. You know, I worked in this territory and I know Stephen has, so that's why it's probably gonna come down to me and him in the top, you know.
I didn't have an expectation other than myself to be in the top 4, so I seen myself in the top 4.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw me and Buck being here. I saw a different 2, but I will say this: you 2 have earned it.
Yes, sir.
You guys have worked like you guys have earned it.
I believe all of us seen ourselves right here in the top. You know, nobody come in here expecting to lose, going out in the end.
I mean, Buck and Yellowtail is just, you know, 2 peas in a pod right there. The fact of the matter is, they have this mindset right now that it's gonna be me and Jamon fighting it out for that 3rd spot. And I don't see that at all.
I hope whenever I showed up, I hope everybody did think I was the first one to be able to leave, man. I like that competition all my life. I've grown up with same thing to where I've had to prove myself. This ain't no different.
Yes, sir.
You know, I can look in Jamon's eyes and tell he's got the same fight I have. So these guys, you know, I think that might end up getting them. Because right now they're thinking that they got this in the bag and it ain't over until it's over.
All right, here's to the final 4.
Yes, sir.
What it may be, what it may not be. Stick it out to the end.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to be a part of all you cowboys.
Yes, sir.
But I tell you what, it's gonna be a fight to the very end. These bulls will be winded by the time I'm done fighting.
It's a new day. There's 4 of us left, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling super anxious of what our next challenge is gonna be, but I'm ready.
Me and Stephen Yellowtail, we both belong in the finals, you know, but Coy and Jamon, they don't. So I'm really gonna be gunning for them and trying to take them out. The final 3 needs to be super wolfy. This is the ultimate cowboy.
Looks like a lineup.
Morning.
Morning.
All right, cowboys, congratulations on being the top 4 for the 4 horsemen. There is no more immunity buckle, so each of you will need to do everything in your power to show out and impress us. We're going to test how you'd show off a horse and sell it for top value. Please welcome back horse expert Ken McNabb. We're going to give each of you a chance to show off your horse the way Ken does. The trick of this is that he has some pretty intricate routines and he'll show you one at a time. You need to come as close as possible. This is about showing a horse to a potential buyer. We're looking for precision from you and your horse. Remember, everything I've seen so far and everything that I'll see right now will go into my decision on who stays and who goes. This is your last chance to impress me and move to the top 3. We'll rank your performance, and the order in which you finish will affect the second half of the challenge. All right? Saddle up.
So I am super excited about this challenge. I mean, how much more up my alley could this challenge be? You know, this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show Trace and the judges why I am here.
Your first 2 patterns will start at the center gate. Start at a walk, then go to a lope in a big half circle. We want you to accelerate to a stop, as deep and pretty as you can. Back up 10 feet and keep it still for 10 seconds and set your horse. Next, ride to the herd of calves being held in the corner. You're gonna have 2.5 minutes in the herd to walk in, sort, cut a calf out. It's gonna be an AQHA versatility style ranch cutting. Display your horse, control him the best way you can, and you're done with this part of the challenge.
When I'm the customer looking to buy, I want to see trust in you and your horse, and I want to see control.
Y'all ready?
Sir.
All right, Buck, you're up.
You know, this could be a good chance for Buck right here. He showed horses.
This is Buck's deal.
He's been in the pen. He should show
You know,
up right
and
here.
we've waited for Buck to show up here, and for as good a hand as he is, we need him to show up right here. So
Yeah. He looks just calm and quiet.
Yeah, pretty.
Just riding across.
Just a little 3-year-old. He got her 2-headed in a snaffle. She looks right.
Stop wasn't very good. Oh,
He missed his mark clean.
I was surprised that he went to 2 hands on that horse right there. You know, he rode him a lot, and that horse was pretty easy off one hand.
They're trying to make the horse look pretty in front of the customer, which happens to be, you know, a lot of stress.
Yeah, the biggest thing about showing one off is trusting him and letting him be what he is and not try to hide what he's not.
Now that was really smart. He came out and picked the calf that was there and said he was ready to go. The calf's pushing him back into the herd a little bit. I'd like to see him push her out, but he's really putting his horse in a good spot. There's some nice movement right there. Expression, that little mare's got her ears pinned. That was nice. I mean, that was what I expected out of Buck.
I told y'all better look out. You're in my ball game now. What'd I do? Put on a clinic for you.
All right, Stephen, you're up.
This sure is a nice horse here. We'll see how he looks today.
We're gonna come in there bridled up. To be honest, he's been my pick of the horses all along. I really like this horse.
trying to back up a little crooked.
You're under pressure to stop and to pull a little more than you need to, and that's what that looked like to me. But I think Yellowtail, as much as he is a cowboy, he also desires to really be a horseman, and you see a little more collection in that horse.
Stephen's entering his herd good.
He's really showing himself quiet back there. Spending a little more time back there than I think I would, but he's doing a quiet job. There he's got his animal out. Horse throws handle. Oh, he got beat back to the herd. It's terrible when it happens. It's a real mistake in my book.
You're not a cutter, you can't tell. I sort cattle, but I don't cut cattle. They're using AQHA rules, and I know nothing about that. I am completely out of my element.
Okay, Jamon, you're up.
There's how one's supposed to walk in. That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Horse trying to veer to the right a little bit right there. He had to straighten
Straighten
him
him
out.
out. He come out clean there.
Oh.
Didn't take it near far enough.
No.
Well, it's hard to get a horse stopped right there when he didn't get much acceleration
No.
either. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to show
Neither
that. How to
end
stop
did
and get
he.
his butt in the ground when you don't speed up right there. He was just too slow the whole time right there going into it.
They're not trusting these horses to stop. They don't believe they're really going to sit down and stop.
That wasn't near as clean a run as I thought, for simple as this pattern was.
Right.
I had higher expectations. I'd like to see his horse walk in a touch quieter, and she's just walking a little bit fast. When he's walking that herd, you don't want to stir him. I like the expression on his horse's face, Trace. You look at him, his ears are pinned back. He's wanting to work. Jamon's using his hands quite a bit, and that's okay. And what we're doing here, that's well inside the rules, but he's clearly having to.
All right, Coy, you're up.
Right there is a little bobble right off the bat. You can see that nervousness coming in. A little late on his lope, on the wrong lead.
He's only using one hand. All the other cowboys use both for their stops. He's got a lot of faith in his horse.
And you'd expect that out of a ranch horse. He should give his guts and then stand.
Okay, Coy, pick a calf to cut from the herd.
I like the hesitation this horse is walking with. Quiet back there. I like that he's not stirring the whole mess up. Man, this is not what I expected from that horse today, but it's really what I want to see.
He's got his calf separated. Let's see how he does.
A lot of use of his hands here, but his horse is where it belongs. He's showing his horse well.
Good job not getting beat right there.
Plenty of moves and expression on that horse right there. I mean, he's trying. This is where he wants him. He's staying where he wants to be. Oh, he got beat. No, he saved it. That was good. Not as technically correct as Buck, but that was good.
That horse looked like a pogo stick in front of a cow. That was the ugliest cutting I've ever seen my whole life. Him and Jamon, they looked super ugly.
Feeling pretty all right now. You know, I think I've outshined these guys. In the cut, you know, Buck might have been a little bit more of what they really wanted to see, but I know I outshined Jamon and Stephen Yellowtail. I mean, Stephen didn't even get a cut on his cow. He rode in there like he ain't never sorted cows before.
Okay, guys, round 2 is sort of a pattern of my own making. You're gonna walk in that gate again. You're gonna have 3 jumps, and these jumps are spaced. I expect to see it down at a lope, or as close to that as possible. You're gonna come out of the jump and walk to a pen full of calves. Once you're inside the pen, I want 3 perfect spins, full 360s, pull down your rope, rope a calf by both back feet. Your run is done.
All right, Buck, you're up first.
So here in the second round, you know, I have a little pressure on my back because I train horses for a living and I sell quite a few horses a year. So, you know what though? I'm just gonna go out there and show my pretty 3-year-old little filly and show what she can do and let the judges decide.
I liked him to lope, but his horse wasn't up to it, and he just stayed steady with what she was up to.
Should be her best spin right here, I think.
I would expect that. Boy, a lot of movement on that hind end, pulling that horse around. You know, he kind of backed her in a circle like a cutter would to get her to roll back, but it was really not the spin I was expecting, not at all.
Let's see if his roping can be as good as his cutting was.
That timing was off.
Yeah.
Every miss magnifies the potential of the next one.
That's right.
Woo! Buck's having a hard time getting his calf rope. He's swung 1, 6, I don't know how many, a lot of times. And as much as that man called me out, you know, that makes me feel good.
I'm thinking to myself, man, I feel like a pig farmer right now. Like, I'm pretty darn talented with the rope and I just couldn't get it to work today.
You've gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
You know, we joke about it, but I've been right where he's at, and it just is miserable.
Yeah.
Not at my house. My house, you don't get back on the Brandon horse you missed 3 times. There's a lot of good in this. This has just been tough, bad roping.
There we go. It's a good thing he's a cutter.
Yeah.
All right, Jamon.
Right into a lope. That looks good.
Ooh.
Pretty little horse. Really nice job. Started out clean and then it just
fell
he
apart right there.
overbent, it fell apart.
He's gonna go to the left right here.
We're still overbent, still not as good a turn as I would have expected. There we go. Ooh. You know, right there, if you're in the Brandon pen with him, your horse just got rim fired because you got so much rope out there spinning around, not getting it under control and getting to the horn quick.
All right, Stephen, you're up.
Last round, the cutting did not go good. I got to come back even stronger for this next challenge. So, you know, I'm going full throttle and I'm giving it my all.
There we go. Ooh. Courses in his life. He didn't do that real clean.
Good to the gate, real smooth in.
See, turn around here.
Look at that pivot foot. That hind leg not moving out of the dirt.
Yes, sir.
Call that a pivot foot. That looked really good. Really quiet horse. And you know, one of the things I always like is that horses mirror their owners. They act exactly like their owners. And you watch Steven's so quiet in everything he does, and that horse is the exact same way. He doesn't get rattled, he doesn't get buzzed over. He's just real quiet and steady in everything he does.
Now he's gonna try it again. There he did it.
Nice. Both hind feet caught. You know, right there, that's what traditional ranch work should look like.
That was a good job all the way around.
All right, Coy, it's you.
Clearly our worst through the jumps.
This horse has got a big, big motor. Everything about this horse is fast going forward. And he's a good ranch horse because of that in a lot of ways. Looks a great turn.
Yeah.
Nice. I think that was our cleanest spin.
Coy's been a good hand with these rope all week. We'll see if it transfers here today.
Let him have it right there.
Got him.
Nice.
And it wouldn't surprise you that his time and getting done was a lot faster too. Coy's been about getting done fast.
Coy's been quick all the way.
You know, when it comes down to it, I think it's a close race between me and Buck. You know, knowing that I wasn't prepared for any of these situations, you know, I just trusted my horse and just showed it to my best ability. So, feeling pretty good.
All right, gentlemen, good job. After careful consideration, we've ranked the performances. So we'll start with 4. Jamon, that was you.
In the cutting, I wanted to see that horse work. And instead, your turnback men spent their whole time fighting, trying to get the steer to stay with you. She's a nice horse, you've worked hard with her, but I expected you to be a little cleaner through all of it.
It's the first time I've ended up on the bottom. It's extremely disappointing, mainly because I thought that I did so well. But hey, this next competition, that means that I don't get first pick, so I'm gonna take it and do the best that I can and dominate.
All right, at number 3, we were all a little surprised. We got Buck there.
I expected more out of you than that. And, you know, I've had those days when I wanted to turn my lariat into a lead rope, because that one sure didn't like you. But, you know, there's just a lot of spots there where you just weren't where I thought you should be. But you put on a clinic, you know, in the cutting. You really did.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was, your cutting almost got you to number 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, and our judgment is between Coy and Stephen Yellowtail. Both had solid runs, a few hiccups, but impressed us with their horsemanship and horses. But overall, the winner of this individual challenge is Coy.
Good job.
Thanks, sir.
You know, I was pretty confident coming into this, and now it just feels good. You know, it's just like winning an immunity buckle right now. No, you're not safe from elimination, but whatever has in store coming next in the elimination challenge, I hope that number 1 spot's what I want it to be.
Stephen, you had one too many bobbles during the cow cutting and roping to get the top prize.
You know, today in this challenge, I really wanted to outshine everyone, but specifically Coy. He's gunning for me, and I feel like I fell short, and, you know, I gave him some ammo today.
So that's the order. It'll be Coy number 1, Stephen Yellowtail number 2, Buck number 3, Jamon 4.
I think this is a wake-up call that I needed. You know, I had a minor setback, but it's just gonna drive me to be even better. I mean, just excellence from here on out.
Yes, sir. Do you ever think it'd be anything like this? Think it'd be this mental, this tough, this wake up every day, you really have to fight for it?
I don't know, man. My dad grew up fighting his whole life, and his granddad, and then my ancestors, they were fighting for their lives. You know, it's in my blood to fight.
I fight for it every day at home.
Stephen Yellowtail and I, we've been butting heads, just like these bulls out here in this pen, trying to see who the top dog is right now. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the top 3, let's put our differences aside, make sure we get there. But the only way for both of us to make it is to work together and get through this.
You know, it's crazy how fast your life can change so drastically and so quickly. Literally days before I left, you know, got separated from my wife and then sold my house, and you know, I don't even have a place for my kids to come over and see me right now. So this $50,000 worth of cattle and everything kind of helped me build that place back up for my, you know, for my kids and myself.
Yep. You know, when someone pours their heart out to me and tells me, you know, how this prize could be life-changing, and, you know, it makes it tough because it's life-changing to me as well. You know, I need it for my life, for my family and my business.
As soon as I bought my first set of cows, coming into my first calf crop, market tanks, so calves aren't worth nothing. Then this year we were in a drought, so, you know, cows were running low on feed for cows, our water, our springs, our reservoirs dried up, and price of hay has skyrocketed. So, you know, this $50,000 worth of cow, it's a chance for me to just, you know, keep afloat. Because, you know, the men in my family and the women as well went through all this to get established and prove ourselves, you know, that we're ranchers and we're cattlemen.
Yeah.
So I'd hate for me to be the one that, you know, lets the legacy go.
I came here to win it for me and my family and my legacy, and that's what I'm gonna do.
They're stubborn, the horses that no rancher wants to ride.
Getting on him and getting by that's going to be a tad bit tricky.
I've called our final 4 cowboys to the Chamberlain Meadow for part 2 of today's challenge. At this point in the competition, even the smallest mistake will send a cowboy packing.
All right, cowboys, welcome to the second part of this challenge. Now, as we just witnessed, a cowboy's most important tool of his trade is his horse. But sometimes your horse can't come with you on a job. Today, all 4 of you will be picking a new horse from a herd of rough string to get the task done. Now, these are horses that are a little rough around the edges, so be careful and choose wisely. You'll pick your horse in the order you finish part 1 of this challenge.
I don't like being in this position. At the bottom of the barrel, the last man to pick, I'd be willing to bet you that there's a little part of this that I'm gonna have to work twice as hard on.
Your task is to round up the cattle, herd them to the corral, and sort the calves off.
And then load those calves into a truck so they can be shipped to a neighboring ranch.
Now, I want to see this done fast, but controlled. You'll have 5 minutes to get on your horse and 40 minutes to complete the task. Helping me ride herd again, as usual, Cash Myers, Buddy Schnaufer. All right, let's go to the pen. You can pick your rough string.
So I get first pick. What I'm looking for is a horse with either some saddle marks on him, like he's been rode, maybe some sore mouth or something not too young, something with a little age on it. It's time to shine, boys.
All right, I'm gonna go after this little red horse with that one white sock on him.
Okay.
I'll take I haven't got a chance to look at it.
I don't get to pick.
I'll take Bay.
All right. I'll take that gray.
Stuck with the other sorrel.
All right, y'all know which horses you want?
Yes, sir.
Got 5 minutes to get a saddle on him. Get on.
Being a rough string horse means they don't like to take a saddle. They're stubborn, the horses that no rancher wants to ride.
Everybody's got the ropes, finding which horse they're going to catch, go from there.
These horses are already running away from the cowboy.
Getting on him and getting by that's going to be a tad bit tricky.
Whoa.
He's going to be able to walk up and catch his up right here. He's got him snubbed. I'm going to let him stick a rope over his head right here and catch him. Oh, don't weaken now.
Don't do that. Pull that rope around his neck. Get a hold of it.
Oh, got him rope.
Oh, no.
That's why you don't grab a front leg.
I have rode rough strings all over the western United States back when I was ranching. Why do I train cutting horses now in very sophisticated business? Cause I got tired of riding them darn boneheads, you know? Them son of guts, they go to try to buck you off and run off. It's no fun.
Mon was the last to pick, but the first to rope his horse and get it under control.
Oh, Mr. Dave.
Oh, Yellowtail's got his.
We got his rope.
Oh. Well, they're all caught because one of them ain't got a handler on the end of it.
Yeah. Get your horse halter. I'm gonna borrow your rope.
Looks like Yellowtail's gonna loan Buck his rope after he gets his halter on.
Stephen's stepping up, lending Buck his rope. That's a cowboy move. He missed.
There. Oh, heck. Come on, he's trying to get on there.
I'd go ahead and step on there.
I'd go ahead and throw it over. I wouldn't miss it.
Mom's doing a good job right here.
Had the last pick, got your best horse.
Yeah, I really think in a lot of ways he did, because that horse there rides around good.
Buck's probably got the worst one.
Coy's horse sure thinking about it, ain't he?
Yes, sir. He's thinking
He's
about
really
it.
wanting to get away from him, move around a lot. Give him a little room, Jamon! It wouldn't surprise me that Jamon would be not be real helpful for the other guys.
Yeah, he does. He don't care.
Buck is still ain't got a halter or nothing on his. Whoa.
Oh, looky here.
Here goes Coy. He's gonna
Coy's
step
up.
in there. Buck is just now saddled. He's got 30 seconds to get
30
mounted
seconds to
up.
get
So
on.
does Yellowtail. Yellowtail's got to get mounted up.
Okay, you gotta get on, boys.
Bon's already gonna head up there and start bunching them up.
That might be a better horse than Jamon brought,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah. Good old.
Coy's gonna get around there too. He's got him in a good long trot.
Hey, go push on the back, I'll push on the front. We'll keep him on that fence and go that way with him.
Got it.
Well, you did not want to be the last one to get mounted in this thing.
For sure. That showed a lot right there. Now these guys down here in the pen are gonna be in the way.
All right, here we go. Coy's horse coming back. Man, he's trying him on. Look at him. Coy's sitting there right like he needs to be, picking him up, getting him with his feet. Good job, Coy.
I got him held right on that fence, but holding him right there ain't gonna do no good. You gotta look up and read the situation. Coy coming down. Good job getting up there and heading him right there.
Yeah.
That was smart. Get up there and hold
Mom
him
just
up.
keeps pushing on them cattle. They gotta get these gates open first. Uh-oh.
Here comes
Buck's
Buck.
ringing his tail a little.
Hey, baby! Hold up, guys. We gotta get the gate. Boys gotta go get the gates. Well, it's good to see Buck finally showed up, but it was finally, wasn't it? It wasn't there at the beginning, was it?
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing, dude? Hey! Hey! Now!
Now they need to sort those calves from the herd.
Why don't we hold them in that corner, the farthest away from the gate?
This is the gate they got to go in. The calves do.
Cows got to go out first.
We're gonna put the cows out first.
It's gonna be hard to hold them calves back right here. You get something by, he's gone. Come on, can you get like out of the herd? You just pushed all these calves.
Well,
over
man,
the
dude,
top
only
of
one
me.
person can go in here. You guys got to hold the side.
I just called it out.
What do you need me to do? That's all right.
These
What do you need me to
cows-
do?
Look at the herd. Look at the herd. The cows want to come out.
Do your job.
It's gonna be hard to hold them calves back right here. You get something by, he's gone. Come on, can you get like out of the herd? You just pushed all these calves
Well,
over
man,
the
dude,
top of
only
me.
one person can go in here. You guys got to hold the side.
I just called it out.
What do you need me to do? That's all right.
These
What do you need me to
cows,
do?
look at the herd. Look at the herd. The cows want to come out.
Do your job.
I have no idea what Jamon's thinking. Animals start leaking behind him, so I have to ride over there to go cover that so we don't lose the whole herd. Quit leaving your spot. Stay in your rotation.
You can't abandon your spot.
Y'all want to
You
bring
don't
those
even know
calves in right here?
You're on the fence. That's where
Hey,
you
I
gotta
wanna bring those
stay.
Tempers are starting to flare a little.
I sorted more than half of those cows off by myself while I sat there and listened to the boys cry about, oh, well, this isn't right, this isn't right. Well, if it's not right, I'm sending you cows, cut the calves off. That's what we're here for.
And right here we got Buck kind
Let
of
her come out.
guarding back here, but not getting a whole lot done on old Gray. He's been pretty worried about turning him loose.
Yeah. They got 2 black cows and a black baldy. They can get them out now. They're down to 1 cow.
Whoop, Jamon missed one right there. Let him get behind him.
Whoa, Coy, get over there.
Good job, Coy.
Good save by Coy right there.
Yeah. Come on, right up there and get him out right there. There you go.
Good job there.
I know, but they got all the
Yeah, they got all the cows out.
Put all the cows down there in that corner, and they got to pin the cows back in the pasture.
Go with them. Go with them. They're leaving you.
Where are they
Give them a
going?
little room, Jamon.
Well, shoot, I can't stop my horse.
Well, that's your problem.
Oh, Coy, buddy.
It's not going well for him.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna hop off, set these gates up to this trailer.
Okay.
Well, they got them in the pen.
That may be, but no one here is acting like the ultimate cowboy. It's turned into a wretch.
Did you notice they didn't even look in their trailer?
Gate on the inside of the trailer's closed. No one went ahead to check.
They're gonna have to unload them and reload them.
Look at Jamon! Quit cutting them off!
I don't know, they might fit them in there, but it ain't looking too good to me. Now they figured out the gate's closed. Jamon finally seen it.
Our cut gates, we're gonna have to spill everything. Now they got them all piled up in here before anybody's seen that.
Now they're gonna have to get them back.
Now they go start over and do it all again.
Here, well, I'm gonna go off in there if you guys are cool with that.
Buck went back and opened the back deal, give them some room. I gotta start over.
You can't see somebody have to do that. When you don't tend to business first, it always gets you behind.
Hold up, don't push it.
Come up in there and did a good job getting in there.
They're not gonna fit back there now, man.
I don't think so.
Somebody's gonna get hurt. Jamon, you shouldn't get stuck back there.
This is ridiculous. They didn't load that as heavy as they could.
2 or 3 will fit in that middle one.
Now they're taking 5 minutes to load one calf on the back of this thing.
Jamon's just being reckless, but did get the gate open.
Get out, Jamon.
Okay.
Get out.
I'm coming. Put yourself in.
Well, they're loaded. Sooner or later, they got them in there.
That was mistakes on all of them's part.
So I'm just wondering, why didn't you guys want me to go back in there and move that cut gate
Because they
again so
told us
all
not
fit?
to.
Oh, say that.
We're trying to.
All right, you stabbers, get out, Coy. When did you say they're trying to do that? Exactly.
All right, guys, you got it done. See you in the arena at sundown. Somebody gonna go home.
Yes, sir.
Y'all boys gonna have to forgive me where I failed.
It's not it like that at all, Jamon. It's just whenever you're pushing cows and you get in front of them like that, it just turns them back around. It did not go the way anybody wanted it to go.
My thing is, you're telling me to work these cows on this side, go in there and short.
Hey,
He's
and I
telling me to
was.
stay out.
I was.
No, you're wrong.
Buck, how look right here.
Your post,
What was I
dude?
about to say that I'm
I
wrong
don't know.
about?
Why are you
Then
losing
why
your
are you
temper?
telling me that
Control
I'm
yourself.
wrong, bro?
Have some
Listen.
self-control.
So say what you gotta
I'm
say.
not gonna
so I
get in
can
a
speak.
screaming match with you over this.
Okay, so Yellowtail, what was I about to say that you're saying I was wrong about?
Dude, I don't care,
So
Jamon.
okay then.
You're in the top 4. I shouldn't have
Okay,
to hold
so
your
then-
hand.
so then
no
my
one should have
point
to
is-
hold your hand.
Okay.
You
I
work
don't
hard,
need
you
you to
do,
hold
but
my
you
hand.
make work hard
This
for. You're in
that
the
I'm
make
talking
work
about.
hard for
You're
us.
telling me you're not gonna talk over the top of me, but you're not gonna listen either. We don't need a one-man army.
I was pretty disappointed in all of you. I'll just tell you the truth.
I mean, this is when you got to bow up and bring it. There's $50,000 right there in front of you. All you got to do is reach out and take hold of it.
Sun's going down, wind's still howling, elimination, it's coming up, and I tell you what, this is the most uneasy I've seen everyone. It was such just chaos today. I feel like all of us felt like we did some things good, but we made some mistakes too, and it was just because it was just out of control.
Walking into Elimination Pen tonight, you know, I am super nervous because I feel like I could have done a better job, but I just had a piece of bad luck today, you know, in all honesty. I know that I'm gonna have to fight and be very strong and bold on the words that I choose to say. And I do mean I am going to be very strong on Jamon. You know, that guy has been a burr under my hide since we pretty much got here.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel confident about this. In the same sense, there's not too much to say, you know? Look at what happened. Those boys skated around the horse that they knew that was gonna buck. They stuck me with them, and I still made the best of it. Let that be what it is.
You 4 guys are the top hands left here. Ultimate cowboy wannabes. And there were mistakes all around.
I was pretty disappointed in all of you. I'll just tell you the truth. I don't think one of you did your job correctly today.
Maybe it's getting to y'all a little bit and you're making poor decisions here and there. I mean, this is when you got to bow up and bring it when we get to this point. I mean, it'd be a shame to get this far and then not be at the top of your game and slack off a little bit when there's $50,000 right there in front of you. All you got to do is reach out and take hold of it.
This is the ultimate cowboy, right? I had a big problem with the dancing and the skating around them horses. I want to see you saddle him, pull it in the middle of him, and jump on him, and let's see what happens. You either ride him and be the ultimate cowboy, or you get bucked off and you get back on and you show everybody how much heart and how much grit you have.
And we gave you 5 minutes to get on your horse, and we understand. I mean, there's circumstances sometimes when you get one that's just, you know, I mean, that's, but like Cash said, I mean, a sense of urgency, go ahead and just bite the bullet and try to get your saddle on it, and let's see some rodeo. Jamon got on his horse first, Coy right there with him. Stephen, I mean, you were late, you know, past the 5 minutes, and Buck was the last one. And got y'all off to a slow start. That's just one of the glaring mistakes. I mean, you started pushing those calves into the trailer, and nobody even bothered to look to see if the whole trailer, if you was gonna be able to get them all in there or not. Who got down there first?
That's me.
Rookie oversight.
Whenever I opened it up, I seen it was closed, and I didn't think anything else about it. I didn't think about looking at my cattle and seeing how many would fit in there if there was enough room. So once we got them loaded, you know, I realized that was on me.
That cost y'all.
Yes, sir.
Actually cost you not really being able to finish the thing on time. And then we kind of noticed the communication that was going on between y'all didn't sound as much like communication as it just did it hollering at each other.
I just called it out.
What do you need me to do? That's all right. What do you need me to do?
Look at the herd. Look at the herd. The cows want to come out. Do your job.
I know you guys are big on keeping your cool. For one, you know, there's only so much a man can take. I've made it clear through this before. Like, if you got an issue with what I'm doing, tell me what I need to do different. He couldn't even hear me over the hollering. I don't know how to work with that. I don't. I'm not your child. You know, my thing is like, speak to me and tell me what I need to do. And that I feel like that would have been handled right there.
Stephen?
I just felt like he was making green mistakes. You know, like I was totally cool with him making sorts, but look around first, make sure I can, like I got spread out. You know, Buck was trying to get cattle, and so I'd shift over to, you know, try and hold herd. Jamon would come in and blow cattle over the top of me.
There was only one time that Coy called the sword.
My job, can I finish, please?
Yep.
My biggest thing why I was getting frustrated is he was putting me in a bad spot. I'm trying to hold herd, I got spread thin, and then he came and cut me off and split the herd, abandoned his post along the fence. Cattle started leaking, so I had to go back and go get them. That's what was frustrating to me, is he was wanting to work, but you have to be aware. Look at your surrounding, make sure you have help.
If I made a mistake, I'll take that. But my thing is, I spoke up and said, hey, tell me what I need to do. We can't get anywhere if you're steady just hollering and screaming and you're not telling me. If you're gonna chew me out with constructive criticism.
Jamon, you got lots of grit, do a great job, but I feel like a lot of times when that constructive criticism or ride your hole or anything come, it was always met with a louder argument of why you were doing your job or not. And that comes from being a competitor. I think you're a great competitor, but when you go and a guy tells you to ride up or ride back or move over and you argue the whole time that what you're doing is correct, it ends up that you're just arguing the fact instead of actually riding your spot and doing your job. So Yellowtail, you fell right in there with it too. You know what I mean? He got loud, you got loud, both of you kind of got off the task and went right through it. So it sure makes it hard to be able to tell you, hey, give you a suggestion.
Buck, you haven't had anything to say. I mean.
Well, what Cash just said about Jamon, that was pretty much what I've been saying all along. Anytime that you try to say, hey, you know, and communicate, it turns into an argument. Me, I personally don't know how to deal with that.
I don't know that I ever heard you speak up and put your 2 cents in about what ought to be happening. Did I miss something?
Not that I've seen, no, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, when there's already an argument going on, I am not one to sit there and say this, and when I know Jamon from previous experiences, you go to offer advice. That's an argument. So you already have a 2-way argument going. Why turn it into a 3-way?
You could have said something before the argument started.
I'd never seen, you know, the top hand not step up and take care of something that needed to be handled and go from there. And also, Buck's claim to fame is horsemanship and horses and all that. And, you know, he had a lot of troubles today earlier.
Buck, you think you're top hand?
Yes, sir.
You think you the top hand?
Yes, sir. Here. Yes, sir. Because
I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't just probably 2 or 3 days, and I thought, well, there's one to watch out for right there. You know, was I wrong? Buck, you think you top hand?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't just probably 2 or 3 days, and I thought, well, there's one to watch out for right there. Was I wrong?
No, sir. You know why I picked that big gray horse? He's the biggest and strongest horse out there, and I'm the biggest and strongest competitor here. Well, I'll tell y'all this right here, right now. I look in the mirror every morning and I say, you're the biggest, baddest son of a gun on planet Earth. But you gotta know how to take losses. You have to be humble, and I darn sure am humble. And I will learn from everything. That's what being a cowboy is. Strong, but humble.
Jamon, why are you better than Buck?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm the only one who jumped in there and did decide to pop that divider gate.
Get out, Jamon.
Okay. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Jamon, you shouldn't get stuck back there.
Get out, get out.
I climbed off in there. I mean, I know that probably wasn't the best idea, but my thought was do everything that you can to make sure this situation pans out.
What wasn't the best idea?
Probably climbing off in there. You know, I don't feel like these boys had my back with that. They ripped me up my tail up and down for it, but so be it. I didn't know another plan. I did the only thing that I knew. You know, I did what I could. I tried my hardest, so.
Buck?
I will say there's been times where I have been a little disappointed in trying to communicate with him, but if things are going south, this man will jump in there. I will say that. If things are getting really nasty, this man's right in the fight.
I'm not going to belittle you. I know you're a man of honor. Buck, what it comes down to is this. You took too long to get on your horse today. I mean, you drew a bad horse, you know, and that was your choice. You chose that horse. Sometimes that's just how it works in rodeo and in cowboying, and that's it. You're done here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Back
it.
to Thurston's. Get the trail.
Yes, sir.
Did good, Buck.
Thank you,
Keep
sir.
at it, buddy.
Yes, sir.
You're all right.
Thank you.
Been a
See you,
pleasure.
Coy. Come on.
Take it easy,
Good luck,
Buck.
bud.
Thank you.
I'll see you, bud.
Good luck.
You know, I'm a little sad to be going home. If you ask me, I've done exactly what I came here to do. I came here to be a good cowboy. I'm going back home to Central Oregon tonight, and I'm gonna go see my beautiful little wife, Emily. And man, this has been a super cool competition. I was really looking forward to taking those cattle home. And you know, it was a bad day.
All right. Top 3 hands. You can smile for a second.
Why is everybody so hot and mad?
Oh, yeah.
This
This
fun.
is it,
This is
man.
easy.
You made it. I mean, you're here. We got one more challenge. We got one more day. I'm proud of y'all. You guys have shown grit and determination all the way through this thing. And y'all ready?
Sir.
I'll see you in the morning.
All righty.